Hey there, ladies. Patti here, your voice and your face behind PjStylin. And I wanted to bring you guys an honest review as to how I feel about cream makeup and especially Saint makeup. So for those of you that don't know, I do sell Saint makeup, and I simply got into selling it because as a mature woman, I checked it out for myself to find out exactly what it was all about. And I'm going to be honest with you, I was really, really impressed. And the truth of the matter is I've used a lot of different types of makeup. I have complicated skin, plus I'm 50 years old. So, you know, shit's different than it was years ago. Anyhow, so here's the thing that I've realized about cream makeup. It is really the most forgiving makeup you can possibly use on your skin. So, I mean, if you screw up or you make a mistake, it's so easily fixed. But not only that, it looks so, you know, healthy and hydrating on the skin. I think it's incredible. So just to do a quick little one over for you here, I have prepared my skin, I've moisturized, everything's fully penetrated. And that's a key factor here with this makeup because it is cream based. You want to make sure that you are letting everything absorb fully, right? If you've got cream still sitting on your face and you try to put cream makeup on top of that, no, that's not gonna work. So there's the first thing that might be kind of helpful for you guys. But I'm gonna go in right now with some contour, and I'm just gonna show you what that's like. So I'm gonna use contour on my high cheekbones, okay? I'm gonna find that high cheekbone, and then I'm just going to apply my contour underneath it, just like that with my finger, okay? You guys can see? I'm only coming in about an inch, inch and a half from my hairline. You don't wanna bring your contour too far in like that. Keeping it really simple, I'm gonna contour up my nose a little bit. And I'm using my finger because when you use your finger, it might be the easiest way for you to learn how to use this makeup properly, okay? So you know where you're placing it. Then I'm gonna go around my hairline here, and I'm just gonna do contour around my hairline. Now, if you're narrow, like in this way, you don't wanna bring that contour too far down this way. You don't need to be minimizing the width across your temples if that's someplace that you do tend to get narrow. And I'm going to tell you, as we age, that is somewhere that we lose a lot of volume, is right in those temple areas. So be conscious of that. I'm going to now go through and do my jawline. So I like to make sure that when I'm teaching it to my clients that I really get them to emphasize that jawbone. You don't want to be bringing that contour too far up onto the face unless it needs to be, depending on the face, your shape, the shape of your face, sorry. But the truth of the matter is a lot of the times you need to be keeping that contour right on that jawbone, okay? So literally you don't want to be seeing it when you're looking at yourself face on. So here we go. It's pretty much done. I'm going to do a little bit of contour under my lip, just like that. Okay, pretty much done. Easy peasy, not a problem. I'm now going to go in with a little bit of highlight color. This is our like foundation, so to speak. And I'm going to use Mango around my eye area here. And, you know, at 50, we tend to have eye issues, okay? We either have discoloration, we have extra fluid, you know, there's something going on, right? Like, I mean, come on. You know, we're not 20, right? I look at these girls that are, you know, showcasing makeup and I'm like, wow, you know, incredible skin, lots of fluidity, lots of volume, completely different ballgame. So if you want to learn makeup for your age, watch somebody that is your age. So that you're learning it properly. Now for me, I always have challenges with acne. I'm gonna hit my acne spot with my Mango. So we call this our camouflage color, and I'm gonna use that anywhere that I want to camouflage my face. I always have visible redness around my nose. I'm gonna use that there as well, like so. Okay, done. I'm gonna go in now with the color Wheat. And I'm just going to place Wheat in the air. Oh, dipped into the wrong one there. I'm going to just place Wheat in the areas that I did not put any color at all. So filling in the gaps, so to speak, okay? Got it? That's it. So 3 tins of color. I've done contour and 2 highlight colors. Now I'm gonna go in with my blush bronzer brush, and I'm just gonna simply start tapping that out. Now, if you feel like your makeup's not spreading really well for you, maybe you need a bit more makeup, you can dip into your color and add a little more makeup. Another great trick too is to use a little bit of setting spray on the end of your brush, and it just kind of makes it that much easier to spread because it's a little bit damp and you're adding a little bit of moisture. That's a great trick as well. But it really isn't complicated, girls. Like, that's the beauty of this makeup. And here's the ultimate truth, okay? Is there a lot of great makeup out there? Oh my God, absolutely. I mean, it's freaking endless. I walk into Sephora and I'm completely overwhelmed by everything I see in there. And I know, I watch my TikToks and I watch my social media, and there's all this viral makeup, and this does that and that does this, and oh my gosh. And even their makeup, goes viral. And, it's a lot of information, but I will tell you that with SEINT makeup for mature skin, it's a no-brainer. So I'm going to recommend it every single time when I'm talking to women my age. And, I feel like we get to a point, I'm all about simplicity now, like keeping things as easy as possible, right? And as simple as possible. Do I want to spend countless amounts of money on makeup like I did in the past and have drawers and drawers of makeup like, that I never use, that I don't know what to do with? That is the simplicity of SEINT, okay? You will find that this makeup delivers on results. It gives you the results you want. It gives you the finish you want, because when you have an artist color match you, they choose all the proper colors. They give you the brush that's appropriate for the type of skin you have and the coverage you want. I mean, you literally really cannot go wrong, okay? And I think that the biggest fear that women have, I'm gonna just tap out this contour a little bit because it looks a little bit liney, and see how easy it is. You just simply tap it out and you remove those lines that easily, right? And it blends. But look, I'm not removing all the color. I'm just tapping it out and softening it. That's really literally what I'm doing. Okay, so what I'm saying is when you have an artist that chooses all that stuff for you, you really can't go wrong because your colors are going to be accurate for your skin tone. You're going to use the proper brush, and it is so easy. So, oops, sorry, dropping stuff. So when you get your palette or you make your palette, I like to put everything in the sequence in which I'm going to be using it. It's really super easy. So then you just kind of go through and use it in that sequence. Now, this is a bigger palette. You don't have to start with something this large, but you could start with a quad pack to begin with. But you're really gonna love the results. And what's even better about this makeup, not only is the application super simple, and I hate to say that because some women feel really overwhelmed with what they have to do with this makeup. And I think it's simply because at our age, we've just done one thing for 45 years. And we're like, oh my God, I have to do something completely different. Like, I don't know how to do this. And the idea here is that you want to create dimension and one layer of makeup. So if you're somebody that you don't like the feel, you don't like to look like you've got a ton of makeup on, like, I know for me, I wore a shit ton of makeup. Like, I had bad skin. I was forever putting more and more makeup on. It was ridiculous. But now I'm finding that I can get the coverage I want, and I can look fresher, more even. Like, it evens out your skin really nicely. That's one thing it does do. So right now, sorry, I wanted to mention to you guys, right now what I'm doing is called brightening. And a lot of times we refer to this as a pop color brightener. It's one of my favorite steps. So I'm using the color Sunlit today. And I'm just popping out the eye area. So you're gonna wanna put your pop color everywhere that you wanna bring light to, right? So your eye area for sure. And it's literally like you're painting your face. It's like, I can't tell you enough that it's just like, pick up your brush and paint your face, literally, is what you're gonna do. Like, you're gonna hit the areas that need to be hit. You're going to apply the makeup, just like you're giving it a light, you know, brushing over. It will deliver the results. Let the makeup do the work. And if you're using the proper brushes that you were recommended, you're gonna get the results. It's that easy. I love using my sponge as well. I make sure that your sponge is damp. And I like to press my makeup in as I go with my sponge. I really find that that's helpful. If you like a sponge, ladies, feel free to pick up your sponge. Do you see how your sponge just picks up that little bit of excess makeup? It's really nice for that. So if there's, you know, makeup just kind of sitting topically and not, you know, totally blended in, your sponge will really, really help with that. Okay, so I am gonna put some brightener right down these frown lines here. Like, so I like to use it in this area here. Do you see this area here with these creases around my nose? So I have had those filled in the past. They need to be done. They're quite, you know, I guess they're not too bad, but so here's this side's been done. Can you guys see me okay? Is the lighting right here? Okay, there we go. And this side has not. Okay, so when you add lightness to it, it's like you're literally pushing the skin forward. So it's really kind of cool like that. So you can play with it a bit more, and you're just gonna tap in. And honestly, this makeup is meant to be really super quick, okay? Once you know where you're placing each tint of color, you go through it so quick. Like, honestly, my makeup routine I've cut down at least 20 minutes off my makeup routine. So I'm gonna use it in this liney crevice area. This is a common area too for women as we age. We tend to get that indentation a little bit in the chin area there, and that will just help to pull that skin a little bit more forward, okay? And then I like to use my little blend brush for this because it's the right size. It gives me just the right amount of coverage, and yeah, it's much easier than using our big blush bronzer brush. And we have multiple brushes, ladies. Like, it really just depends on the coverage that you want from the makeup, what brushes will get recommended for you. So, you know, my theory is if you're gonna start out with this makeup, definitely get one brush, at least one brush. You know, that's a great start. If you can't afford to do the recommended brushes like that you get in your color match, at least get the one that's gonna do your main application, like your highlight colors. You can blend your contour with them, that kind of thing. Okay, talking, losing track. Okay, are we good? Awesome. So what I like to do at this point is I like to do some bronzer. And look, there's no right or wrong to the sequence of this makeup. The way in which I teach the makeup, if I color match you, I do it in a video and I show you exactly on your skin where each tint of color should be going. It's pretty good. It's really easy to follow. But what I will tell you is there is no right or wrong. Like, honestly, you can watch different artists do different stuff. There's, you know, multiple ways of doing techniques. It's really what works for you. And I change up how I apply my makeup all the time. So I'm using bronzer on all my high points. I love bronzer because oh, there's my dog. He's getting hungry. No. I love bronzer because it adds warmth to my skin. Like, you can see just how much warmth it's adding to my skin. And look, as we get older, adding warmth to your skin is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. Okay, I'm gonna feed my dog. Give me 1 sec. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so sorry about that, everyone. Okay, my dog is happy now, so let's get back to it. Bronzer. So I was going in with bronzer onto my high cheekbones. I'm gonna do some bronzer down the center of my neck. This is an area that's usually quite light on women, right down the center of their neck. I know I am quite light there. I'm gonna do some bronzer on my chin. And I like to do some bronzer on the tip of my nose, on either side of my nostrils. Okay, Cool. I'm gonna flip my brush around and then just kind of blend things a little bit with the big fluffy end of my blush bronzer brush. So honestly, this is a really go-to brush for mature skin. I think it's a winner. You'll use it for a lot of different things, your blush, your bronzer, your main application. So you might get prescribed this brush depending on the coverage you want, but it does work nice to stipple out and apply your main highlight color. So I do use this a lot on my own personal makeup. So moving on, I am going to go into blush. I'm going to throw a little bit of mascara on. So honestly, on a daily, I am not, I don't do a lot of eyeshadow. Oh my gosh, my dog. Sorry about that. I don't do a lot of eyeshadow. I kind of keep it really simple. I mean, I do eyeshadow, but on a daily, I don't. And this is what I'm talking about today, is a daily makeup application with SEINT makeup. I think this is what makes SEINT makeup so amazing for women, is the fact that it is so easy to use and the results are so amazing. Okay, gotta check on my dog again. This is ridiculous. 1 minute. Okay, we are back again. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so just finished off with some mascara. And like I said, I don't do a whole lot of eyeshadow. However, you know, we could take a little bit of our bronzer and just kind of brush a little bit of bronzer on our lid, which is kind of nice, just to give it a little bit of color, nothing major. So that's an option as well. And then I'm gonna go in with some blush today. So I was thinking I might go in with some black cherry. I'm just gonna dab it on my finger here, and I'm gonna just keep it right on my high cheekbone here, just like so. And I'll do the other side. So you can apply a lot of stuff with your fingers because it is cream, which is amazing. Again, picking up my blush bronzer brush. This is a go-to brush, right? Like honestly, and you're gonna keep that blush exactly where you've put it. You're just simply tapping it out and stippling it. And it's like really super, super easy. I'm a huge blush girl. So I could stand a little more color here. Don't be afraid of blush. I always tell clients, I find women, you know, kind of steer away from blush, but I think it's for the simple fact that, you know, they have pigmentation issues going on in their skin. So they're forever trying to neutralize out redness or whatever it is in their skin. So they're like, why would I put more redness in my skin? Because I have, that's what I'm trying to, you know, get rid of. But when you add blush to your cheeks, you really do build a lot of volume, and it's you know, much nicer. I feel like I'm all shadowy now. Like the lighting's changed. I don't know. We okay? Okay. Well, I'm almost done here, but okay, so just moving on. That's pretty much it. I'm going to take a little bit of our contour and just contour out my lip line a bit. And I'm keeping it very soft. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of lip gloss, and today's preference is Beauty Counter. I'm just gonna fill that in a little bit. And voila, that is pretty much it. I will set it now. Actually, I'm gonna do a little bit of illuminator, which just sits right here at the top of our blush line. You know, a little bit of sparkle. Again, just kind of adding to the dimension, but that's how easy this makeup is. You basically just put it in the places that are recommended on your color match, and you simply just blend it through. It's really, really easy. And that's why every time when I talk about daily makeup for mature skin, this is always going to be a go-to for me, because I think it's really super simple for a lot of women to use. It's not complicated. It delivers the results you want. It's fairly like healthy on the skin. It's very moisturizing and hydrating. It's like a no-brainer. So I really do feel like you cannot go wrong with SEINT. I do recommend that you do get a color match. I mean, you can buy SEINT without a color match. Definitely can do that. And there is like pre-made collections for that. But I think that a color match is free. Most artists provide a color match free of charge, and they will teach you exactly where everything needs to go. So it's so worth it. If you're interested in a color match, I'd be definitely interested in matching you. I love color matching. I'm going to link in the descriptions my color match form, so you can just tap on that, fill it out, and give me all your information. I will send you back a video with your proper colors, and it's a no-brainer. Very inexpensive makeup too, let me just say that. I mean, I've paid a lot of different price points for makeup. This makeup for me is not expensive at all. It lasts a long time. It's good quality. It is so worth the investment, honestly. For the change that it'll make in your skin, just putting the right colors in the right areas and the dimension you're going to build, so worth it. So for me, SEINT is definitely a win-win when it comes to mature skin, when it comes to your daily makeup application. And like I said, I'm using a little bit of vanilla dust just to set. Now, you can set with our setting spray as well, which is lovely. And I usually set with both powder and spray, but I don't powder out my entire face. You're gonna take all the dimension, like I don't like to take the dimension out of my skin, so I just powder out those key areas that need it most and then go from there. But like I was saying, it is very forgiving, very easy to use, and it's definitely a thumbs up. So if you are mature skinned, if you want simplicity, easy, I'm all about simplicity and easy. Reach out. Let's get you color matched. Okay, ciao for now. Hey, if you enjoyed this, please like, follow, share. It helps me, it helps the algorithm, and I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.